Hi, I'm back. Let's go into Mood Sentry's tools and see how I use them. This is a scrolling view. We'll start with the prioritization and daily goals features. The prioritization tool is what I use every now and then to help prioritize my tasks. There's a drop-down menu to select schemes for either work or home. I have 5 categories: immediate, high, medium, low, and do not work. I use this when feeling overwhelmed by all the tasks in my queue. Immediate is always safety related and nothing else. I just don't think I'd trade anything for safety. The examples are mine and probably not very applicable to you. Note that I have only used this for work, but I've retained the home option because someday I just might use it. To edit, I either double tap in the text area or select Customize. That kicks me into the same editor I used in the first video on both my experiences and reminders. Let's return and look at daily goals. I used this, daily. It helps me focus on the important stuff. I identify things to accomplish, something for pleasure, something to learn, something to improve on, and something to communicate. I don't have any examples in here because it changes daily. It's not quite as static as the other tools. Note that this window works differently than the others. I either double tap or select Edit from the Options menu to get into edit mode. Once in edit mode, this window stays in edit mode until I exit this window. In edit mode, I just touch the text box I want to edit and type. I have to save before exiting to retain my changes. I can save via the save icon at the bottom of the page, The remaining tools all function in a very similar manner. They allow me to enter items into the database and retrieve those items for future reflection and updates. I'm going to group event record and cost benefits together because they both look and function in a similar manner. I use the event record to capture events and associated thoughts that distress me. I then identify mitigation techniques to help at that time and in the future. I use the drop-down menu to select an existing event I want to review. To add an item, I usually tap the plus icon at the bottom of the page. I can also select Add from the Options menu. I then enter a title, and select Save. The event description box appears, in which I'll enter text and then save. And then the mitigation text box appears. So I'll enter something. And save. I'm back where I started, only on the new event. If I don't like the title, I can edit via the Options menu. The event description and mitigation text can be re-edited by selecting either Customize or double tapping in the text area. I usually double tap. For me, this is not a one-pass entry. I find myself modifying these entries quite often as I learn more about myself and gain more experiences. The edit function is the same edit function used in my experiences, reminders, prioritizations, and the rest of these tools, and I'll just stop mentioning that. I use the cost benefit tool less than the event log. It's kind of straightforward. The drop-down menu contains existing analyses. To add, I select the plus icon or select Add from the Options menu. I then enter a title, save, identify some costs, save, enter some benefits, and save. I tend to keep these brief. Going back to the tools main page, we still have observations, essays, and ideal self, which are also very similar to each other in that each has a drop-down menu and one main window for text entry. I use observations more than essays or ideal self. I use observations to capture and track things over time. Basically, I want to capture a thought and challenge it through observation. The drop-down list has the existing observations. To add, I select the plus icon or Add from the Options menu. I enter a title, then the text of the observation. This is really something that is not a one-shot deal. The very nature requires me to enter and update the observations multiple times. I use essays as a free-form type of analysis. And the ideal self offers multiple opportunities for entries, but I really only have one ideal self at this time. Perhaps I may have more in the future, one for work and one for home. Right now it's pretty simple and just reflects what I'm trying to achieve. Once again, the options menu offers multiple options such as editing the title and hints. Most of these tools have an overview and an example, which I included to show how I use this app and nothing more. I did that because there really aren't a lot of apps like this, and I thought some guidance as to how I use it would be a good thing. I also provide plenty of hints via the options menu. I built this app to help people currently in therapy, which is why I recommended including your therapist when trying to decide where to begin. That's about it. There's more to this set of tools, but if you're interested in trying Mood Sentry out, this should get you started. And remember to check the options menu and hints on every page. Good luck.